Ladies and gentlemen, your hosts, Lorelei and Space Deviant.
Let's talk about Nancy and Mike's parents.
You'd be so worried if she was 5 years old, but she's not 5 anymore, is she, Ted? In fact, do you even know how old your daughter is? Oh,
no, you're ridiculous. I'm not talking to you when...
If Karen Wheeler, flirting, had been confined to the moment at the front door when a handsome Billy had interrupted her bath time...
Oh. Hi.
hi.
It would have been no harm, no foul.
But accepting a date and going as far as putting on a full face of makeup, the lords of proper storytelling decree.
There should be consequences.
Whores don't
Get a second chance.
A, she gets God.
Excuse me? What did you say?
I didn't stutter.
B, her husband is heroically redeemed.
That's my wife you got there!
What do you think of a man who's unfaithful to his wife?
Not nice, but...
All right, now what about a woman who's unfaithful to her husband?
Something terrible.
Aha!
What?
Why the difference? Why the difference? Why not nice if he does it and something terrible if she does it?
I don't make the rules.
Those are your only two options for Ted and Karen Wheeler. There must be moral recourse in storytelling.
You just shot an unarmed man.
Well, he should have harmed himself.
I, obviously, would have preferred option B.
Most human problems can be solved by an appropriate charge of high explosive.
Your dad is pretty scary.
Isn't he?
Mr. Wheeler is the perfect age to have served in Korea.
You fight simply because you're here.
But we all know showing straight white men heroically protecting their homes and families is against the modern gays code.
You mean Hays Code.
Isn't that what I said?
Take it easy.
Instead, he oozes unremarkably through a decade of television, only to lay a forgotten failure alone in his hospital bed. How much humiliation can one husband take?
I think it's so sweet that you guys are sticking together like this.
Could try sticking together at a different house for a change.
This stuff is not meant to be enjoyed.
It's because all of the people were angry. And so it was like...
those people.
Very much this... Yes. It was this awakening.
The people that we need to educate, the people that we need to love into awareness.
Love them in the right direction.
It's meant to move the Overton window.
It's a slippery slope. What's next? Male cows?
Karen, where's our son?
Wills!
Wills. No one's picking up there. Nancy. What about Nancy?
Karen, where's Nancy?
Allie!
Alice, our children don't live here anymore. You didn't know that?
Seriously?
Am I done here?
Son of a bitch. You know, you're really no help at all. You know that?
Oh, be quiet, you arrogant, ungrateful pup. How dare you, woman? I'll show you how I dare. This should have been done a long time ago.
End of season 1. Ted looks pretty cool. Everything's gone down. He's outside talking to the cops. Karen's hugging her kiddo. All that shit happened under his nose.
What happened to her hair?
We just need to know if you've seen her in the past week.
No.
Absolutely not. Our son with a girl? I mean, believe me, if he had a girl sleeping in this house, we'd know about it. Wouldn't we?
But at the start of season 5, they have it where he can't get a piece of bacon in his own house. Why isn't Joyce living with Hopper? Why? Why is she living with the Wheelers still? He still has the cabin in the woods, right? And he has the trailer. He was living in a trailer season 1. Why didn't he give the trailer to Joyce? And then, God forbid that I put some reasoning and remember what property people own.
The one got destroyed. Remember the building? The one building got destroyed by the monster.
Okay, that's the cabin.
The cabin got destroyed.
But he still had his trailer in town. You can live 5 to a trailer. I've seen people live way more than 5 to a trailer. Why are they at the Wheelers?
Bigger house.
But why are they at the Wheelers?
Sorry, I can't help clean up. I'm just running late. Joyce, really, I understand.
How much longer?
What do you want me to do, Ted? Huh? Kick him to the street?
Is that an option?
Why are they at the Wheelers? Doesn't make sense, and Mr. Wheeler doesn't want it.
They were having Mike be the center. He was kind of one of the center characters, especially for that season. But
I'm cool with the idea of Will staying with the Wheelers, having the kids split up, and maybe Jonathan and Nancy living in their own apartment somewhere in the city, like grown-ups. But again, we can't let them grow up. Season 2. That so pinnacle moment. It was Mr. Wheeler's job to answer the damn door in the night. Miss Wheeler in her robe coming out of the bath should never have encountered Billy McMullet. And I'm going to give her a pass. She's just reading her little smutty book. She's in her house. She's alone.
when you put on that face and you do that plotting.
I'm saying I'm giving her a pass for the first one. The first encounter when Billy's laying it on thick.
I didn't realize Nancy had a sister. What's so funny?
I'm Nancy's mother.
No.
Yes.
Mrs. Wheeler.
I'm sorry, and you are?
Billy Hargrove.
Oh, I didn't know Nancy had a sister.
Good pool out at Motel 6 on Cornwallis.
Got his little muscle car out back, jeans so tight he can't make long strides.
Would you check out that ass? Just look at it go.
Mrs. Wheeler, I get it. Again, you shouldn't have even been the one to answer the door. Your husband should have got the door. You shouldn't have been faced with all that temptation.
Hey, Karen. You don't mind if I call you Karen, do you?
After that point at the pool.
And showtime.
She needed to cut it off. Wine drunk moment of fantasy. He is half y'all's age. You need to quit. That would have made her respectable, especially if he'd come up to her and been like, oh, done his swimming lesson thing, and be like, Billy, I am flattered, but I could be your mother. You need, I'm a happily married woman. Then she doesn't have to die. No one has to die. You could have your caught off guard robe flirtation.
Definitely did not adhere to the Greek moral requirement for story.
She made a date with Billy.
I understand if you're angry with me.
Ted never even gets his redemption. He never even gets a moment. He's just...
Liar, pants on fire.
Ollie.
We don't think they're actually involved with this Eddie guy, do we?
I think at this point anything's possible.
Our children are not murderers, Ted.
Don't put words in my mouth.
Doesn't even get to eat bacon in his own house. How much do the Duffers hate their daddy? That is contempt for manhood. The way they treated old Ted Wheeler. Ted Wheeler didn't get forgotten in the hospital.
He stood up like he was going to fight, and he just got slapped down like it was nothing, and slapped across the room. And then she gets to fight the monster for like a solid minute, it seemed like. No. It was so ridiculous. Like, these things are ultra fast normally, and all of a sudden they hold on. Wheeler has to beat me for a while here.
Oh. Sacrosanct girl power is just...
Do you know how it is?
The idea that they were in school together is ridiculous because in season 1 they set up that he's significantly older than her. And that's part of why she's not as madly in love with him as she could be.
I don't think my parents ever loved each other.
You must have married for some reason.
My mom was young. My dad was older, but he had a cushy job. Money, came from a good family. So they bought a nice house at the end of the cul-de-sac. Started their nuclear family.
Screw that.
Started their nuclear family.
Screw that.
Started their nuclear family.
Screw Screw that.
Message!
When you set up a plot point that she married him for the money, it needs to be redeemed one way or the other. It needs to be brought back up. You could have teased in season 2 when they had the Halloween candy, fact that he hates Tootsie Rolls. And it's a deep, again, I know not everybody's military dork like I am and blah, blah, blah. Not everybody knows about the Battle of Chosen. You should know about the Battle of Chosen, though. If you don't, you need to look at the Korean War, make yourself a little bit more familiar. Thank you very much. If you want to be lazy, just watch the Fat Electrician's video on it. It's great, but you should do some real research yourself. Anyhow, that concept for a dork like me, to have him not like Tootsie Rolls, not be able to take the smell of them, or to like him so much that he's eating them out of the kids' candy bags. Like, no, give me, I got a taste for these in the war.
But you had to make him way harder.
Man, I'm so far beyond that shit now. I eat energy from the air. I talk to polar bears, I converse with paramecium. Man, I nuclear waste!
But you could have kept him halfway the reserved where he sleeps. Maybe he's on pills, or maybe he drinks a lot.
Listen, my husband doesn't want to talk to you. Look, you have got no right to be here. It's taken me 10 years to get that goddamn war out of his head.
Looks to me like it's still in his head pretty strong.
Oh, that's very deep.
Or you could have had him tinkering in his dad's garage. There's the basement for the kids, but you don't go in Dad's garage.
Should have had him made him be some kind of crazy.
You hint at Dad's, oh no, that's Dad's shed. We don't go in Dad's shed. You can't. That's Dad's footlocker. We can't. You don't touch Dad's footlocker.
Go in, he has like bloopers and stuff. Boom. Well, he's got a grenade launcher and M16.
He doesn't go there because when he goes there, he goes all the way.
These from the war. They didn't take him away.
Nathan, Samuel.
Why they wanted Rambo Nancy in season 5, but you start out in season 1 when she's talking to Jonathan and he asks her if she can shoot. Oh, if we'd had Chosen Dad, where Nancy's his oldest and he was out there making her shoot with the BB guns and she was 3 because, he didn't know if he was going to have a boy.
Aim small, miss small.
Aim small, miss small.
It actually had Nancy and Mike both be extraordinary shots.
I'm trying to think, they never really said how she could shoot so exceptionally. It was just kind of, she just could do it.
And you know I'm a good enough shot to hit any mark, no matter how small.
She aims with her...
Flaps going down.
It wasn't like she was doing sports, so she had excellent hand-eye coordination. Like that, I could, then it's understandable. Like, oh, you've been in martial arts for so many years. Okay. I get it.
How funky is your chicken? How funky is your chicken? How loose is your goose? Our goose is totally loose.
I said it before. Every single one of those boys would have a rifle in his closet from his uncle.
At least a BB gun.
Minimum.
In the middle of nowhere, Indiana. I mean, come on.
Mid-80s.
New York, okay, sure.
But this is not. This is the
Some area of
Midwest.
California,
This is
okay.
corn country. They're all in access to the woods.
Everybody had guns.
But they have them with flare guns and all big.
Yeah, she hands Mike a flare gun. She's got the real gun. Here you go. That's the 5th season, though. Here you go. You don't get a real gun. I guess that was supposed to be like the big sister talking down to the little brother kind of thing.
It is, but that doesn't work. You can shame him when you're that age. You can't bully him physically.
It's unrealistic reality. That's basically what you're saying. It's like an unrealistic representation of reality. And
Not how brothers and sisters work. They would all be so close at that point because of having survived those seasons together that she would want Mike to be kitted out with as much weaponry as possible.
Yeah. By this point, they would have been tight as... I mean...
The dick pinching.
Yeah, constantly. Like, that shit should have been... Any of that should have been over by season 2.
What the hell are you doing? I'll pay you back.
They're warriors. Where's Dustin's dad? Is Dustin's dad dead? We only ever meet Dustin's mom and her dead cat. Where are the dads? Where are any of Steve's parents? Even Lucas's parents we meet once, and Lucas's dad's one of those, she's always right, son.
When mom's mad at you, how do you make her not mad?
How do you, hon?
First, I apologize. Then,
I get your mother whatever she wants.
Even when she's wrong?
She's never wrong, son.
That's right.
You serious?
Happy wife, happy life.
Steve was kind of like, his dad never really spent time with him. Rich dad never spent time with him, so he didn't want to have anything to do with his dad. That was kind of the vibe I got from him.
Tell me it would not have been so cool to make Steve's dad, Tony Stark.
They can't have any strong men.
No.
There was no strong men in the entire series.
If his dad was one of those guys that could call in a senator, that calls in, that gets that mayor and everybody arrested, like, there are commies in my mall. It just would have been a better story. Why can't we have grown men?
They had McMullet. So the only somewhat you'd say strong men that end up being like weak-willed, and they, basically make them into puppets. And
She was pretty. She was really pretty. And you were happy.
but he was like so broken, they had him be so broken.
But they wrote this show so bad. I gotta twist and turn and connive to try to get meaning out of this slush fund of nonsense. Or maybe it's all on purpose, and it is all on purpose, and it really is all about Jeff's Island. And they purposefully did it. I mean, why else would you have 12 kids in the final season? And there's no happy ending for any of the kids involved. There can never be any happy ending for them.
There are no happy endings, Jane. Not for us.
Liar! Liar!
Jesus saves. I'm telling you, Jesus.
It's not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick.
Girl power and moral revulsion to any of the overbearing middle-aged women in this show having to deal with the consequences of their behavior. And Karen Wheeler's one of them.
Am I wrong? No, you're not wrong.
Am I wrong?
You're not wrong, Walter. You're just an asshole.
Okay, then.
Girl boss. Pseudo MacGyver.
You can do anything you want to do if you put your mind to it.
Who doesn't lose any of her children and still gets to be a malignant bitch to her husband, who's still alive, making money, providing her with her lifestyle. Because that's what matters. Second season, the fact that Hopper turned in 11 should have been brought up. Second season, the fact that 11 gave will to the Demigorgon. She unlocked the door that let the Demigorgon in. She let the monster in, so it didn't get her, it got Will. She sacrificed him. That should have been brought up.
Here's the biggest thing. Season 3, they nerfed her. She never, power-wise, ever really progressed.
No.
Ever.
No.
She was Tits McGee season 1. She was flipping fans.
Yep.
Closing portals. So she never really achieved better than season 1.
Nope.
She never like Neo just like disconnected to the two universes with her mind or something like that and then just disappeared.
And we talked about it a little bit before with the brain bleeds. I wanted there to be a cost. In season 2, when she closed the rip, she's in a coma then. Hopper gets her up. He rushes her. She's bleeding. She's got a lot of internal bleeding. He does his best to save her. We don't know. End of season 2. 11's in a coma. We don't know if she's going to be okay. That's how it should have ended. And if you want to take her powers away then, because she also can't talk, eat, because she did something so big and tilted herself, cool. And then maybe she could slowly learn to develop. They never gave us rules on her power.
See, the problem is, and then they do things like, say, they give Will powers from suffering. So you suffered and you gained powers, but you never actually had to try or attempt or train to achieve those things. You simply suffered and that was enough, and then you were like the most powerful person in the entire show.
Where's your Rocky Balboa moment?
Yeah, there was no Rocky Balboa moment.
You ain't climbing
She was
upstairs.
training like,
Oh, she's trained for that
the whole-
stupid physical thing,
But
which
that
was
was so
ridiculous.
stupid. That was ridiculous.
She should be able to knock anyone's hat off, break a rib, with it not even...
By season 2, they should have been like, oh yeah, I don't have to have nosebleeds anymore. She should have been like, I'm past that shit. You know what I mean? It's character growth.
And another thing with the neck snapping. Sure, when she's a little child and she can't do anything else, because she just overdoes it. By season 3, 4, she should be able to pinch, do a Vulcan neck pinch.
Neck pinch him.
What the hell are you doing? The Vulcan neck pinch? Oh, no, stupid. You got it much too high. It's down here where the shoulder meets the neck. Like this? Yeah.
Where people be like, oh, heart attack.
No, but where it's non-fatal.
It's not non-fatal.
She needs to be able to do the...
Or just sleep them.
Sleeper hold. I can make the melatonin Jimmy in your brain or whatever. I don't know. Whatever chemical that makes you go night-night. She can tickle that. Like you said, her powers never become more nuanced.
Right.
They never develop.
They tried to make it so about telepathy, but at the same time they had her where she could jump through space and time and close and open universal portals.
But the end scene with Mike where she brings him into her head, she could never bring Mike into her head before.
If you're out there, just please give me a sign.
The only person that could be in her head was Callie. Callie had her own powers, so they could share a mind. Mike couldn't share a mind. She went and tried to visit him how many times? But in that last moment, she can say goodbye?
Goodbye, Mike.
When did she develop this powers? Is this Callie doing this? I thought Callie was bleeding out in a
they said that was
hospital
faked. That her death was faked.
Callie was?
Wasn't that what they said at the end? Like,
Callie got shot in the gut, but Callie was faking Eleven's death.
No, they fake. I thought they faked Callie's death even, and she wasn't really shot, and that was just an illusion. And that those two had made a agreement together.
We're gonna have to look it up because I thought she was shot, but she, with her dying breath, projected that image
maybe
of 11. But the thing is, if that explodes back there, how is she holding the image?
Right. She's
for
already
multiple
dead.
times.
She can't be dead. That's the thing. I don't think she could be dead.
Not if there's the image. Or unless 11 is really standing there.
When she cast Sunbeam.
Goodbye, Mike.
She expended the last of her energy and she vanished. Does anyone ask themselves how she cast that spell? The suppression stone. She couldn't have used her magic.
The way I understood it was she wasn't really dead. She was holding it open while she was dying. So she didn't die until the whole universe collapsed, basically. That was my understanding of it. She was still in the process of dying, but she was going to allow 11 to do whatever it is that she had to do at the end.
Once the mage escaped, his sister cast one final spell.
She was projecting an image of 11 while 11 snuck away, was the way Mike acted like it when he told the story later. But then, like I said, all of a sudden, 11's able to conjure Mike into her brain because we need a goodbye moment.
It was almost like the writers had an idea and they're like, well, let's spin it as multiple stories. And then whichever one sticks, wandering the world. And
it is here, at last, that she finds peace.
Gay!
He's backpacking.
Too much of the old pinko prevert influence to suit me.
I don't know if they did this on purpose, but when Vecna in season 4 had her up against the glass door, that was his parents' house, there was a bunch of red roses. That's very much a Marianic, the Mother Mary symbol is red roses, like at the Virgin of Guadalupe. Anyway, one of the symbols for Jesus' mother is roses. I don't know if they were conscientiously making an allusion to that, or if they're just nitwits. That's the problem with this show. Because with like Kali, the destroyer of worlds, it's like you have to be making a reference.
Of course.
You have to be making illusion. So when you've got 11 pinned up against a stained glass rose window through a door, to me, you have to be making a Mother Mary analogy, right?
Are you crazy? Is that your problem?
But you're not, because you didn't earn it. And she's not pregnant. What happened to all the pregnant women? Did anyone rescue them? What happened to...
Who the hell are you? Derek, who the hell are you?
I guess we skipped ahead, but the military, you're just going to come in and shoot them up. And
This is why they're all hell.
you are living in a fantasy if you don't think the military's going to come after your ass after you air out a dozen.
There ain't a whole
dozen or
beep
two
enough.
other guys.
This was all fantasy. Because they're all in hell. They're all in Murray's head. They're in Murray's hell.
I think it's Murray. Because the way how he
Murray's
played,
the
he was
devil.
he was kind of like playing like the devil, kind of like what was that?
Oh, Groundhog's Day?
See, I'm projecting it to you. There you go.
Phil? Hey, Phil? Phil? Phil Connors? Phil Connors, I thought that was you.
Hi, how you doing? Thanks for watching.
Hey. Now, don't you tell me you don't remember me, because I sure as heck fire remember you.
Yeah, the Groundhog's Day and the insurance guy.
See, you caught it. You caught it.
Uh-huh. I know exactly the scene you're talking about.
But that was exactly the kind of character I saw him as, and the way he like smiled and grinned, and he was like, and he was like pulling people along and
insurance devil.
Yep. Though he didn't make him, actually sign a contract agreement like in that one. So I guess it's,
No, he just drugged them all to hell.
Yeah, he just drug them all along.
He drugged them all to hell. Do you think Murray was actually the devil? Is he over Vecna and the Mind Flayer and all the Demogorgons actually just working for Maury in the end?
Tell us your alternative ending and story thoughts.
Right down below. Let us know. I think it's Maury. It's Maury. Thanks for being here.
America, built to last. Yeah, that's right. No, that's right. They be flying that flag all night, red, white, and blue.
Thank you for joining us today. We really do appreciate your time. I'm Lorelei, and this is
Space Deviant.
And together, we are Southern
Fried
Fried
Cinema
Cinema Siblings. And remember, the most important story is the story you tell yourself, so
make it a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. You're still here, are you? Well, why don't you make yourself useful? Click the share button. Click the subscribe button. May as well go ahead and click for the next episode, too.